Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another day of the Astro-Gravitational Report. Hopefully, everything is okay with you. Hopefully, everything is all right with your families and your energies are okay. Of course, there is things that we need to deal with it in a daily basis. But today, the moon is going to be a very interesting moment because the moon it's going to be trining the north node, and it's just going to be sextiling the south node. Usually, that has something to do with karma resolution, karma understanding. Usually, that brings this positiveness of resolving things that has not been resolved for a while. Now, another thing is that Venus, as it's crossing over to Aries, that is it about the resurrections of love. Okay, think about it that all this love that was stored right now, it's get and fired up again. Now we're gonna have this energy as Venus is gonna be closing into Saturn. That is gonna be one of the love and values, and gonna be able to put structure in place. But you're not gonna be putting it right now, okay? You're gonna get the idea, the fire, the initial spark, the initiations with this. So this energy is gonna be some very much positive. You're gonna feel like a lot is gonna be going on. We're gonna be seeing that materializations when Venus it's gonna be crossing a little bit over the 10th degree of Taurus. Okay, it's not gonna happening right now. So this is gonna be like a pretty much like an amount of sum in there, but we are gonna be seeing it the spark, and that is it about the spark. When you are born, the spark of these resurrections, the new beginnings that you were seeking. Okay, and with this energies, that's how pretty much the day is going to be. But in the end of the day, there's going to be some this beautiful trine that is going to be between the moon, the Jupiter, the black sun, the sun, and Mercury. This is going to be incredible support as emotion and character, understanding the values of this initiation, of this spark. Okay, all right, so to go and start with this, I have to get my software back to 7 o'clock in the morning, where the moon is still going to be into the divine yacht. The moon is in divine yacht, that it's coming from Venus, Neptune, Saturn, which is going to be a very powerful, very strong with Uranus. And the inner work at 7 o'clock, it is actually the resolution in there. So basically the emotion seeking, the depth, because the moon is going to be into the detective investigating mode. You're going to be start doing some deep searching. Okay, so as the moon is like this, she's getting these energies that it's going to be from the Venus, Saturn, and Neptune. They're going to go to the emotions, and from there they are going to be going into what? They're going to be going into Uranus. Okay, we had that in about 28 days ago, but that was that Venus was not added in there. Now we have the Venus is a power. Okay, power of love and money with visions and structure putting in there. But at the same time, Saturn is the karmic ruler, so he's going to be putting all this into perspective, which is we are going to be seeing it later on and the day when at the moon it's going to be rising in the event horizon. All right, 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, the moon it's going to be basically be squaring Pluto. You're not going to feel like, oh, I need to transform and change, and what is this age of Aquarius? Of course, you're going to feel like you're not ready. There is something it's not ready. There is something is not right. But the moon, it's going to be looking what kind of actions I need to take, what kind of thing I need to do in order to resolve the karma situations I have from within me to reach out the destiny. This energy is going to be start, and it's basically is going to be dominating the energies of the day. As the ascendant is going to be a Taurus, expecting situations like unexpected bills, unexpected shifts of places, of real estate, or something that you did not plan for it. Okay? All right. 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be very close at the end of Capricorn. It's going to be very close to Pluto. Ascendant is going to be with Uranus. This is going to be one of the things he's going to start feeling the change. Okay? These changes, it's coming. They're very beautiful, very powerful. Uranus is right now sextiling all this pack of Venus, Neptune, and Saturn. Very beautiful with Pluto in the inner work. Basically, you're going to be able to adjust to the upcoming changes. Okay? Imagine that all of a sudden you resurrect or you are reincarnate without even dying, and all of a sudden you have to adjust to the new world. This is like somebody put you in the future, and you came to the future. You don't know what it is and what it is, and how to control and operate, and what is the culture, what is this, and so on and so on. But you managed to navigate it. Basically, this is going to be the energy that tells you you're going to be okay. Just following and keep the hope that the things is going to be good and great. Okay? Because the good things are coming. All right, 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to be with Aquarius, very powerful moments with Jupiter, a lot of this revaluation growth. It's needed, of course. We're going to see some that today, the Mercury and the Sun, they actually is going to be trading spaces. The thing is that Mercury is going to be here. It's going to be together with the Sun, but then what's going to happen is that the Sun is going to move forward. Mercury is going back and retrograding. So we're going to see some that change in there. A lot of the think of the changes is that shadow is not going to have any more control over the authority, over the character. You're going to be start cleaning a lot of the subconscious patterns that are connecting kids to hidden things, hidden agendas. Okay? And with this being said, there's going to be a lot of clarity is going to be start coming up into what? From subconscious to consciousness. All right, 11 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Aquarius squaring Uranus. That is a unpredictability. Okay? That unpredictability is you don't know what you're going to face, and you have to be okay. Because you have to believe in you. You cannot change certain things. You cannot change whatever things are coming towards you. The only thing is to prepare to have a great response. And look at within your soul how the soul is going to give you the power to overcome all this. I don't know about you guys, but that energy start getting much more clear, and we're going to see it. We're going to like that energy. 12 o'clock, this is the inner work together with the sun. We're going to see them that the sun is already moving out of Mercury. The sun is going to be at 16 degrees 55 minutes. The Mercury is going to be at 16 degrees 50 minutes. So they're going to be like 5 minutes apart right now. They're going to be disengaged. You're going to start feeling this disengagement there. You're going to be feeling it much more free. That inner work is going to be that trine that it's going to be with Jupiter and Cancer is about family. Okay, go back into the family. Maybe a certain family thinks you have to forgive. Certain members you have to forgive. Maybe you have to let it go of that attachments to the family. Okay, for everyone is going to be a different. Particularly if you are the black sheep in the family, you're the different one. You're thinking differently, and you know things differently in a way. In there, you will know exactly what I mean. Okay, just because you're born into that family, that doesn't mean that you have to, deal with certain things. But if you came to clear the bloodline with that family, oh, you're going to be busy. All right. 1 o'clock. This is going to be one of the inner work is going to be right there at the cusp of Aries with Neptune. We are going to see that right now Venus is between Neptune and Saturn. And there, from that visions, those powers that it's going to be develop of this initiations, this reincarnation, okay? Because these resurrections of, because Venus moving into Aries is a resurrection, guys, okay? And you meet with the karmic ruler, okay? So with that energy in there, it's going to be some very, very positive moments. You're going to be feeling good and great of what you did and what you're doing. With that energy in the proper levels, I mean, you're going to be looking at as the ascendant. You're going to be looking into the family values, but you are going to be working on yourself on that resurrection. Okay, because at 12 o'clock, around 12, 1 o'clock, you always pay attention into this. Okay, you always are focuses like, what should I do? How should I do it? When it happens naturally, and you're wondering why. Okay, the reason is that midheaven, which is your missions that you're gonna be completing, it have to be processed within mind, so you can bring it down to the fourth house. You can materialize it. It's the same thing. The ascendant, that is the energy that you are coming from. This is where the soul enters, but it needs to descend in the seventh house. And this is why you're looking who is going to be your partner, how you're going to be with partners, how you're going to be with others. Okay? So this is a very powerful moment of the day. We're going to see some at 2 o'clock. There's going to be some a little bit shifting and changes. And it's like, I'm going to do it, that I'm good enough. Did I grow up? Did I mature? Did I need somebody? I'm codependent, and so on and so on. But you need to understand this energy is going to be just for a little bit. Okay? It's a part of revaluations in there. We're also going to see some developing character situations inside of you. The character situation is the ascendant is going to be at Leo. That is 150 degrees with Mars. Mars is start understanding that he's in Pisces to get his own wisdom. This is the masculine energies when they are maturing. This is where from a boy you become a young adult. This from young adult you become a man. From a man you become a husband, supportive partner. Okay, so this is going to be some very beautiful energy. That energy is going to be continued. These divine energies from Leo, as the ascendant is going to be 150 degrees towards Mercury and the Sun. It is about to what? Changing the perspectives. You're changing the perspectives in life through what? Revaluation. Okay, it's the same thing like in a business. You see, in a business, what do? They gathering information of your performance, and once a year, if you're lucky, right, they give you a review. But imagine that right now you're the owner, you're the company, you're the business, and now you're doing a review on your own self. Boom, right? Are you going to be giving yourself a raise? Hopefully. All right, 4 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at the Taurus. It says that, the material stuff is going to be better. If you're worried, if you're thinking about how you're going to make it and so on and so on, let me tell you, one thing that inflation never affects. One thing where the things that go wrong never affects. Those are the one kind of people, that's the farmers. It doesn't matter the good times, bad times, or whatever. They're still producing food, and they have something to put on the table. And this is what you have to kind of like think about a little bit. What does it take? What does it take? And so on. For some of you, this is going to be some very good decisions about the material world as you reevaluating this, because this energy, it is particularly sextiling Jupiter, who is still retrograde, and sextiling Mercury retrograde with the Sun. Okay? I don't say you have to be a farmer. I don't say you have to be, but you're going to be understanding what does it take to put things, to be the protective, to be this Taurus. Okay? That's a very powerful energy. 5 o'clock, we're going to see the ascendant is going to be with the south node. Now this energy of the moon is going to be very much connecting more because she's coming from the south node, she's coming from the past, but she's going towards the future. And we're going to see through this beautiful trine with Mars, and the north node is like patience. Create the patience, study things, learn things. You need to understand that when you start doing some learnings or investigating something, wherever you are within life, I want to say particularly to the people who are working on themselves, they want to understand what is this processes right now that's happening in the earth that they feel different than anybody else. Why don't resonate with other people? Why you're feeling the energies of other people? Okay, and now since you're beginning to be awakened with this age of Aquarius, now you're beginning to learn you should be the happiest person in the world because you're beginning to understand what the humanity is missing for so many years. All right. With that being said, in the next hour, this is going to be at 6 p.m. The inner work is going to be at Gemini. Of course, is going to be squaring the Sun and Mercury, and squaring the Ascendant. Duality is going to be take over. You're going to feel like, well, I haven't accomplished anything. You just going through back and forth, back and forth. It's like I got something, but it's not that I can move forward. And I'm trying to move forward, but I don't feel the energies that already did something. What the heck that I'm doing? You may have some issues with communications. You may have issues of even doing the process within your mind. What I need to work on it, because right now the revaluations is you. So basically, this is asking for what? Taking a vacation from work, going someplace secluded, go looking deeply within yourself, and you're trying to do the work when your mind is actually focused on you, not on what you're working. And you may gonna have some very rough challenges with those energies. Of course, the next hour at 7 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be moving into Libra. The inner work is going to be at the beginning of Cancer. That is supposed in the beginning of what? Of Aries. This is where the Neptune vertex is also there, which is open the gates in there, and Venus and Saturn is all there. I mean, you're going to be staying on this. Oh, I want my old life. Oh, I want to go back into the old things. Go ahead, try to look back. Try to go back into that previous three-dimensional base of understanding. That try to getting in there after you've been awakened. After you'll be awakened, the only thing you're gonna feel if you don't do the things as going forward in evolution is the guilt. Knowing inside that you are a little different, you have different ways inside of you, and you're not moving forward. Okay? So don't resist that upcoming energies that it comes in. They are for evolutionary process. And that evolutionary process is coming from Pluto. Pluto is in where? He is in an Aquarius. Why he is in Aquarius? Because the Pluto polarity point is where? At Leo. What are we doing at Leo? Creating character. This is the zodiac sign for creation. Okay? All right. With that being said, 8 o'clock, the inner work is going to be with Jupiter and the dark sun. We're going to see some of these beautiful emotions developed in there. You're understanding that from the past, whatever the family line, the family trees, whatever the family patterns, okay? It is all coming into you because that was the place you needed to be. For whatever reason, you needed to be born there. For whatever reason, you need to be in that situation. And now it's like, if I was not in that situation, I would not have that problem. If I don't have the problems, I wouldn't evolve. If I not evolve, I wouldn't understand. Because some of the people, you know, they come here, it's like everything it's on a golden platter. Like their life, it's like in vacation. But for most people, they come here to do a work, to evolve. Okay? And without the evolutionary process right now that we are talking about, the moon is going to be with trine, is going to beginning to trine at the dark sun, is going to be trining the sun and Mercury, and now we're going to start feeling it, this support of the emotions, that everything is going to be okay. All right, 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Cancer. This is going to be finishing certain things and the patterns. This is a very beautiful trine because that is at the end of Cancer. End of Cancer is trining the beginning of Aries. Those cardinal trines are incredibly powerful because this is the synchronizations between who you are as what you came here to what you are going to be. Create as a society. Do you know that a society begins to be developed, you know where? Gemini, who's going to be my friend. But the values of their friendships are built in the family. Cancer. Okay, so now we are now understanding all this, and as the moon is going to be at Scorpio, this is going to be some very beautiful perspective where the moon is going to give the emotional support to the character. Okay, the character that you are going to build. All right, 10 o'clock. This is going to be some divine energies of the beginning. It's going to be a reminding of the day, of the beginning, the way the day begins. To see these resurrections, to see these divine energies, to look at it of this Venus entering these areas. And now Venus tomorrow is going to be joining Saturn, and you are going to be looking into this, creating this structure, this new karma, these new ways. The old is gone. For some of you, this is going to feel like somebody is wiping off your sin. It's like you're looking back in the past and all the stuff that you did wrong. You look at it and they're not there. You know, with all the things with the past life, like somebody erased it. He grabs the magic eraser and just... And they're gone, like energy, like knowledge, like everything. Okay? And now somebody's giving you a new life. Okay? That is it, the power of the resurrections that we are going to be experiencing. And as I said, at 11 o'clock, very beautiful emotions for those of you who are following these energies. Very beautiful, very, very beautiful trine. The moon is going to be rising of the horizon in there. Very beautiful trines with Mars, with North Node, Mercury, the Sun in there. We're going to see some very good energies from Jupiter and the dark sun that it comes in. And with these energies, as we are looking at, that represents this deep emotions of putting the things together and be okay of knowing that you did the best you can do from within yourself. And with that being said, we're going to have like pretty much, we're talking about in 6 days, Jupiter is going to move direct. We're going to be feeling it, certain energies of that growth. But before we're going to do that, okay, please work on yourself, because that energy is going to be very, very helpful with that growth. As the baby needs the milk, you need to learn and think about that the milk is knowledge for wisdom. Okay, guys? Hopefully that helps you in your life. And that's what it was, the Astrogravitational Report. And I'm going to be giving you for March 8th, 7 o'clock in the morning. How beautiful this energy is going to be. You're going to feel it very well. The emotions is going to be very beautiful, very powerful, lots of love. As a Venus and Saturn is coming out in the event horizon, and the moon is still going to be trining Jupiter and the sun. From the support that you did within yourself, or if you have a supportive partner in there, that is going to be the things that they are going to bring what? Joy. Okay? But more, we're going to talk about this mañana or tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. And come back tomorrow for another Astrogravitational report. Much love to you guys. Kevin, how about Aquarius? What about Aquarius, Kevin? I can spend a few minutes talking about it. So if you can kind of like quickly explain what do you mean and what do you know about Aquarius? Because Aquarius, this is the age of Aquarius, is going to be some very, very transformative process. Some of the people who are Aquarius in there, that is going to be this energy of creating, renovating, but some of that energy is actually preserving, restoring to keep for the future. Rising sign. And if you are the rising sign of Aquarius, you have to be looking at what is the seventh house. How do you acting? What is the energies that you need to understand within yourself about creating this authority, character in there. This can leading to a lots of situations from within you because this is in opposition, okay? And with that energies, you're always going to be looking at this Aquarius energies, and usually the Aquarius is very unstable for certain things. For example, particularly when they buy things or they study things, okay? And with these energies of Aquarius in there, you're looking at I need to go buy something. You go, you do your research, you go to the store, you see it, then you go back home and you're like, damn it, I should have bought it. And you go back to the store and then you buy it. Okay? It's very funny thing how this is work in there, particularly as the sun, that is the authority of looking all the time for something new. In a positive ways of the way the sun is, that creates a very innovative, that it's create very rebellious in there. It's a lot of unpredictability. You don't know any minute what can it change, okay? Because this is the sign of Aquarius. This is about Uranus. This is about you maybe feel like you're on Earth, but mentally where you are out on a space, okay? And you can be able to see, feel, and so on. In the negative aspect, this can be leading to a lot of depends of how the sun is an aspect with particular things in there within the planets. That can be a very challenging moment because you may gonna have some lots of challenge in there to seek the things properly. You may be often changing certain things. Some of the people who have that challenge, and I did some charts for it, they had problems with partners because they think like the partner cannot help them to evolve. Well, it was not the partner, it was you that not want to evolve. So this is a from astropsychology perspective in there. Hopefully, Kevin, that information helps you out. If you need some personal astrology reading, you can send me a message at astroviber1111@gmail.com. Okay, but very good questions. Thank you so much, and hopefully, guys, you're gonna be very good in your life, and wish you good luck with this new resurrection.